Don't want to erase anything. Okay, so we're going to talk first, this is continuing, then we're going to talk about parallel lines. Okay, so parallel lines, and we'll go over this example in a second, but just a reminder, parallel lines means the slope is the same and the y-intercept is different. Right? Okay, so slope is the same, y-intercept is different. If we have an equation 2x plus 4 equals y, and we want to create a parallel line to that. Okay, so go ahead and make an equation of a line that would be parallel to y equals 2x plus 4. And all you really have to do is y equals 2x, and any number can go right here. Okay, as long as the slope is the same and the y-intercepts are different, you have a parallel line. Okay, let's look at this example problem. It's a little bit more involved. And okay, so we have Elijah. This actually has multiple parts, but it didn't list the parts. Elijah and Aubrey have summer jobs. Elijah deposits the same amount of money in his account every week. You could put yourself here. You have a summer job and you're going to get money for it. And that would make you happy, right? The equation y equals 125x plus 72 represents Elijah's bank balance. And so I want you to think just really quick. Did I spell that right? That's Elijah's bank balance. I just want you to think really quick, what does everything in this equation mean? What does the y equal? And they tell us that. That's the bank balance. What is 125 and what is 72? And think about that. We'll come back to that. And then Aubrey, she also deposits the same amount of money. So she deposits 125 per week. And they don't give us how much she already had in her bank account. Okay, so 125 per week plus some number, which we'll call b because it's a y-intercept, is equal to y. So the 125, that's how much goes in per week. The 72 for Elijah is how much he started with. So before he started working his job and depositing the money, he already had $72 in his account. Aubrey, we're not sure, but they tell us that at the end of the third week, so remember x is our time, at x equals 3, y equals 398. And they also tell us at x equals 6 that she has 773. Which we really shouldn't have to have 2 points for this, but let's go ahead and look at it anyway. Okay, so that's already in the form we want. We want to get Aubrey's into a y equals mx plus b form. Let's go ahead and calculate the slope using the 2 points, because it should be 125, otherwise I'm starting this video over. 773 minus 398, right, y2 minus y1, divided by x2 minus x1, 6 minus 3, 773 minus 398. This is where a calculator comes in handy. It's 375 maybe? 375. Yep, 375 over 3. So this is 375 divided by 3, and sure enough, that equals 125. So we have y equals 125x. We still didn't figure out our y-intercept. We probably should have done that. So let's just plug in a point. Let's plug in 3 weeks. So 125 times 3 weeks plus our y-intercept is equal to $398. So this is 375 plus b equals 398. subtract 375 from both sides, and B equals, looks like $23. So our equation here is $23. Y equals 125x plus 23. Okay, question number A, question letter A, is write an equation to represent Aubrey's bank balance any given week of the summer. Well, we just did that. Okay, so here's Elijah's, here's Aubrey's. Part B, would the graph of the equation for Aubrey's balance be parallel to the graph of Elijah's balance? And explain. So remember, our definition of parallel means they have the same slope and different y-intercepts, right? And Elijah's slope is 125, Aubrey's slope is 125, our y-intercepts are different, so yes, it would be parallel. And then C, what do the parallel graphs mean in terms of this situation? So interpreting this, this is his bank balance, this is her bank balance. They're going up at the same rate, right? They're putting the same amount of money in each week, but Elijah's is going to remain the higher balance because he started with the $72 and Aubrey started with the $23. And we could actually find out how much the difference is going to be, right? We can not erase, thank you. We could just subtract our y-intercepts. 72 minus 23 is 49. And so Elijah's balance, they're going to be going up parallel, and the difference between them will always be $49, right? So that's always going to be 49. Okay, so that's example 1. I hope that helps. The next example is going to be perpendicular lines.